Previously, Xia happily tells Chumu that if he can come out alive from the prison island, he will give him the White Nightmare Demon and take him in. Also, promote him as one of the Nightmare Palace's members. Then Xia creepily explained that the first path is he can struggle to live and wait for his pitiful family to gradually decline, and the second path is if he can survive, he can become one of the strong few. Chumu think carefully while Xia asks him which one will he choose between those two paths. Chumu think if he returns the White Nightmare Demon to Xia, he can bring Mozai back, and that should still be enough to help his family, but he knows the Yang family won't let them off easily, and he might give his family even more burden. Xia tells him that he can give him some time to consider, but Chumu said he has already decided, and confidently said after 3 years he will exit the prison island. To which Xia smiled and said they don't have to let him go in front of the princess, then kill him in the dark. Then he starts to walk away. The princess asks Xia if Chumu really can survive after entering the prison island. But Xia just responded that whether can or not, that's Chumu's choice. A few days later, the winged tiger arrives at their boat. Then Xia ordered Chumu to get on it because it will deliver him to a prison island. Chumu get on it and patted it while saying it was such a strong winged tiger. Xia tells him that after 3 years, the winged tiger will fly to the island to pick him up. Then the tiger fly fast while Chumu shouted that he understand. A few moments later, they saw some island, to which made Chumu ask if that was the prison island. Then they fly toward it. Then the winged tiger looks back. Chumu was confused. Then the caterpillar appeared at Chumu's shoulder. Chumu called it a greedy little one and asked it why it only woke up now, but it was looking up shocked, which made Chumu confused and look up while asking what are it looking at. Then his face changed in horror because he saw a big tornado behind them. Then he ordered the winged tiger to quickly leave the place and hurry up to go down. Then they go down immediately and go inside the tree's leaves, making the winged tiger and Chumu lose a sight. The winged tiger was shocked because it didn't notice the tree, then they crashes. The ice falcon who was peacefully sleeping on the branch of the tree woke up in shock and looked down, then see the winged tiger and Chumu on the ground. The falcon gets angry, then flies off and made a piece of sharp ice in the air. Then attack the winged tiger and Chumu who's dizzy on the ground. But the winged tiger notices it and turns around to stand up. Then roar loudly, to which the falcon ice break. Then the falcon flies away immediately. Chumu thanked the winged tiger, but it just fly away while Chumu told it to see him in 3 years. Chumu summoned Mozai, then they start to walk while he's telling Mozai that they should head off. A few moments later, they were still in the forest, then the green worm walked toward Chumu's hand. Then Chumu opened the bush while asking the green worm if it's saying that there's something there. He was surprised to see a man inside the ice, and he realizes that the man must be instantly frozen to death because the man isn't wounded. Suddenly the green worm was shocked while looking up, and when Chumu looked up he saw the ice falcon again. Then the falcon attacks him using ice, but Mozai dissolves it using his fire. Then Mozai hit it using his claw. The falcon starts to fly away crying while Chumu and Mozai was chasing it. While running, Chumu looks at the angry green worm wondering what's with it because it seems more energetic. Then green worm spit a silk net toward the ice falcon and the net trapped it. Then the ice falcon shouted. Then many ice falcons arrived that made Chumu panic because they were surrounded by many stage 3 ice falcons. Then he shouted for Mozai to run. Then the ice falcons made lots of sharp ice in the sky and attacked them with it. Fortunately, they hide behind the tree in time, but the tree trunk is about to destroy because of it. Chumu hugged Mozai while saying he didn't expect to die as soon as he reached the island. On the other hand, the green worm was angry. Then it spit silk and caught one of the ice falcon legs. Then it flies toward the ice falcon, to which Chumu panicky asked it to come back. But it didn't let go of its silk even with the ice falcon dragging it away, and even Chumu's orders it to let go of the silk. Then it started to spin itself and wrapped itself in its silk. Then it spin fast while spitting more silk that stick to the tree and other ice falcons. Chumu was shocked that the green worm made a spider web and put the wrapped ice falcons to it. Chumu wonder if the green worm is going through pupation. Suddenly he hears something behind him, then he hid behind the tree while holding Mozai, and saw the man looking at the web shock. Chumu realized that the man is another prisoner, and he knows that he can't let the man affect the green worm. Then he comes out of hiding and looks at the man angrily. The man looked back and said he meet another one seeking death. Then he touched the silk while telling Chumu that he have bad luck meeting him there, but the silk wrapped around the man's head and body. When the man was covered by silk, he still managed to summon his demon tiger. The demon tiger arrives and tried to free his master, but the silk wrapped around it too. Chumu fearfully said stage 4 demon tiger also can't rip off green worm's silk. When the man and his pets are fully covered by silk, the man drops his bag and bolo on the ground. Chumu fearfully tried to put his finger on the silk and touched it, then immediately pulled his finger back. Greenworm's silk didn't move, to which Chumu realized that Greenworm is able to differentiate him and Mozai. Then he opened the man's bag and saw many soul techniques and food. Chumu said that the bald man sure has some treasures, and thanks to him he benefited quite a lot. Then he opens one of the books wondering what type of worm goes through putation, and what soul pet is the green worm. Chumu is shocked to read that the green worm named Cocoon Race often goes through pupatation while becoming stage 2. And the higher the race level of the raccoon race soul pet, the longer the pupatation. Then he flipped the page while saying the description seems to match the green worm and asked what's the green worm's final form. But he was disappointed to read that the cocoon race description is unknown and currently has no skill details. Chumu closed the book while saying even though he's not certain what the green worm will turn into, he's curious and have high hopes. Then he tells Mozai, who's bathing while singing, that they should guard the cocoon and wait for the green worm to come out. 7 days later, Chumu and Mozai were bored, but Chumu said the cocoon is getting bigger and bigger. Then he stand up while saying they can't keep staying there to guard, and he tells Mozai that they also need to become stronger. Mozai touched the cocoon sad while telling something, but Chumu patted him and tell him not to worry because the green worm's cocoon is very tough and strong, so no one can hurt it. Chumu told Mozai that they should head off and come back regularly to check on the green worm. Then Mozai licked his hand happily. Then they proceed to walk away. A few moments later, they arrived at the dead end of the forest. Chumu said that it was a cliff, and he guessed they have to go back to where they came from. But when he looked back, he saw Mozai looking down at the cliff. Then he looks at the cliff also while asking if there was something below, and there was a cave with a block of ice in the side. Chumu, who was looking at the cave, said that the place is inhabited by those ice falcons, and maybe there's some special ice attribute soul pet hidden in the cave. Then they get down using the vines in the side and jump toward the cave. Chumu was welcomed by a very strong wind. Then he orders Mozai to use his flame attachment. Then they walk inside the cave while Mozai releases fire, and Chumu says the newly learned soul technique came in handy. Then he saw something shining at the end of the cave. When they arrive at the end, they were stunned to see something inside the big ice crystal. Chumu touched it while asking what is sealed inside the ice crystal. Suddenly it slowly breaks. Chumu was shocked and jumped back. Then it exploded and released the ice fairy element world. It's an ice type fairy race and high rank soul pet. Chumu tell Mozai to be careful because the ice fairy can create such a large ice sealed cave, and it must be quite strong. Mozai jumps toward it, to which the ice fairy is confused. Chumu ordered Mozai to use flame attachment. Mozai followed and launched an attack on the ice fairy, then hit it using claw fire. The ice fairy was thrown into the wall hard, but the fire claws that Mozai did faded away in an instant. Then the fairy angrily looks at them and made lots of swords, then attacks using them. But Mozai avoided it all. The ice fairy raises its hand, and its swords lift up from the ground. Then she pointed it at Mozai. Chumu ordered Mozai to run around in a circle, to which Mozai followed and made the fairy confused. Mozai fire gathers around the ice fairy, which made her ice swords melt, and she's panicky looking around for an escape. Chumu laughs while thinking the ice fairy is silly and cute, but it doesn't have combat experience, and with his training, it will become a strong soul pet. Then he orders Mozai to continue restraint the ice fairy because he will capture it. Suddenly he hears a sound, and Chumu realized that it was the crying sound of ice falcons. Then the ice falcons started to go inside the cave. Chumu realized that the ice falcons are coming in. Then he looks at the ice fairy, who's still panicking, knowing that he has to tame it quickly. Then he tried to tame it, then the ice fairy stopped moving. A few seconds later, the falcon arrives. Chumu knows that he'll die if he stays there any longer. Then he shouts for Mozai to retreat. Then they start running, leaving the ice fairy confused. While running, Chumu thinks his escaping decision was saw by the ice fairy, so he wonders if it accepts his soul contract. But the ice fairy flies with him, to which Chumu thinks it sure runs very fast. Then the ice falcons chase them. Chumu angrily asks Mozai if he lured the ice falcons again. Then the ice falcons attack them using sharp pieces of ice. Fortunately, they avoided it but got thrown away. A few moments later, inside the cave still, Chumu was reading a book while saying the ice fairy can use all kind of ice type skills, and among general rank soul pets, it has the few top-notch talents. Then he grabs the ice fairy's ear, who's sleeping, to wake up. Then he heard someone saying the cave is not bad and they should rest there, to which his companion agreed. Then the man saw Chumu and tells his friend that someone is there. Then the old guy said that they should kill Chumu, to which his big friend agreed, and they summoned their pets. Then 2 ice falcons come out. Chumu angrily said it was ice falcons again and asked if he have an attraction for birds. The ice fairy woke up and killed the 2 ice falcons using her ice sword. Then the 2 men run away in fear, while the ice fairy attacks them using the ice sword, slashing the big guy's back. Chumu ordered the fairy to use the ice wall, to which the fairy did. But Chumu was shocked to see a big chunk of ice in front of them. Chumu's hand shook in anger, but when he looked at the ice fairy, she was crying. Chumu patted its head while saying it was fine because she lacked combat experience, and she will understand his orders next time. Then they break the big chunk of ice and get out of the cave. Then Chumu saw something on the ground, and he said those are all the things the two men dropped when escaping. Then he grabs the paper with a mark and realizes that it seems to be an item from Nightmare Palace. Chumu opens the paper in shock to see his name and Kaoya's name. Chumu wonder if that is the list of 3,000 prisoners on the prison island. Then he said it must be a Nightmare Palace doing spirit soul seals on all prisoners, and after death, the spirit soul disappears. Then the name will also become dim on the scroll, while the ice fairy was confused beside him. Then it looked behind the paper and pointed at it. Chumu turned the paper around confused and saw the prison island's portion map. Chumu think he has to chase up the two men and ask them about it. Then the ice fairy grabs the paper and lifts it up happily, leaving Chumu stunned in shock. Then the ice fairy flies with it happily while Chumu order it to give him the scroll back and tell it to stop fooling around. Chumu said it seems like he need to give the ice fairy a name, which made the fairy stop flying in shock. Then Chumu asked it how do Ning sounds, and the ice fairy fly closer to Chumu and agree. Then he happily said he's a master at naming. A few hours later, when the sun was going to set, Chumu was walking in the forest knowing that the two men should have headed that way. Suddenly he heard someone calling for help. Then he climbs up at the tree branch and saw the big man with other men who was ordering him to hand over the map. But the big man responded that it really was not with him because Deacon passed the map to another prisoner and he can recognize Deacon, so he can help him. Chumu realized that the map is given by Deacon, but he wonders what other uses it has. The man tells the big man that he wastes his precious time, so he can die now. Then he summoned his pet. Then the beast bites off the man's head. Chumu said it was the blood beast and that's the Yang family's sole pet, so he wondered if there could be people from the Yang family on the island. The man tells his blood beast that they should go back and meet up with other. Then Chumu saw the man with red hair. Then he realized that it was young Jaida. A few years ago, in some palace, Chumu was being bullied by Jaida. Jaida tells him that his family is trash. Then someone tells Jaida to let go of his little brother, and Chumu cryingly called his brother named Chuning. Then Chuning summoned his pet, but Jaida just asked him who did he think he was. Then a few seconds later, Chuning's pet was dead on the ground. Then Jaida laughed and said as expected, the Chu family is filled with trash. Chumu angrily ordered Mozai to come out, to which Mozai did, and jumped toward Jaida. The blood beast notices it, and Jaida and his beast quickly turn around and they both look at Mozai, while Jaida says another person seeking death. Then Chumu showed himself, to which Jaida fearfully said it was Chumu. Then he asks Chumu why is he here, and Chumu responded it's all thanks to them, the Yang family. Jaida smiles while thinking it's just trash and a stinky fox, so there's nothing to be scared of. Then he orders his blood beast to slaughter them, but Mozai just looks at it and uses his moon shadow clone. The blood beast attacked Mozai, but it was just Mozai clone. Then Mozai hit the blood beast's eye, that made it angrier. Jaida said it was such a cheap trick and such small damage that will only excite the monster and make it go wild. Then the blood beast attacked Mozai using its head. Mozai was thrown inside the bush, then the blood beast destroyed it to find him, but Mozai appeared above it and uses its moon claw to attack it. Jaida can't believe it, but Chumu tell him that his soul pet only has power but has no brain, so it's too stupid. Then he orders Mozai to kill Jaida. Then Jaida runs away while telling Chumu to just wait. Then he uses Windbind to make a tornado and throws Mozai away, but he tripped on a small stone and fall to the ground face first. Mozai runs toward him while he's angrily saying he will make Chumu pay. Then he summoned his bloodthirst beast. His pet immediately shouted when it come out, that made a loud noise. Chumu realized that the bloodthirst beast attack is very effective and very deadly to Mozai. He also knows that it would be a hard matchup for Mozai, so he shall let Ning with better defense skills to fight. Then he orders Mozai, who's very angry, to come back, but he notices that Mozai didn't want to come back and asks if he wants to continue fighting. Mozai looks back at him showing his claws, to which Chumu understands and happily tells Mozai to have fun fighting. Jaida put his hand on the ground while using Thorn's bind. Then a thorns come out under Chumu and Mozai's ground. Chumu uses rapid freeze techniques to freeze the thorns while Mozai jumps toward their enemy. Suddenly the bloodthirst beast encounters Mozai's. Then Mozai uses his charm, but Jaida order his bloodthirst beast to enter the bloodthirst mode, to which his pet followed, making Mozai charm ineffective and attack Mozai using its claws. Chumu cried and called Mozai worried. Mozai falls to the ground injured, then the bloodthirsty beast looks at Chumu who's worried. Jaida orders his pet to kill Mozai, then it walks toward Mozai. Chumu jump in front and use Ice Fairy double ice wall. The big wall of ice comes out in front of them, but the bloodthirst beast breaks it and uses its sharp pieces of ice to hit Chumu, which made him land on the ground hard. Mozai opens his eyes and sees Chumu injured next to him. Then he stands up shakingly and looks at the bloodthirst beast angrily. Then he closes his eyes and let go of his pitiful look. The bloodthirst beast flies toward him to attack, but a big tornado blocks it. Inside of Tornado was angry Mozai, who was protecting his master. Then Mozai transformed and its tail increased. Chumu was shocked, but Jaida was more shocked to see the powerful and big tornado in front of him. Then Jaida ordered his bloodthirst beast to stop Mozai, but his pet was afraid to move. He angrily asked it what it was doing, but its feet just shake and look at the tornado in fear. A few minutes later, Mozai come out of the tornado completely changed and with 6 tails. The bloodthirst beast was shocked when Mozai disappeared immediately. Then Mozai cut it into pieces, to which its feet, hands, and head were cut off. Jaida looks at his pet fearfully and runs while he's using his wind tornado to block Mozai. But Mozai breaks through easily and attack him with fire claws, cutting his arm. Then Jaida begged Chumu not to kill him because he'll tell him everything he wants to know. Still, Chumu stab him in the chest and walk away back inside the forest. Inside the cave, Chumu was reading a book while saying Mozai just mutated and became an evil flame 6-tailed demon fox. Evil flame 6-tailed demon fox is a demon spirit type beast. It's 6-tailed demon fox's royal family, talented, rated as high rank general rank, but similarly, rank or lower combat ability isn't weaker than some commander rank soul pet. Its race skills are Demon Fire and Evil Flame. Also its basic skills are Shadow Claw, Assault, Evil Gaze, and Instant Demon Pressure. Chumu looked at Mozai, who was currently sleeping, and said the prison island treasure will definitely be his. Then he closes the book and closes his eyes. Remembering Jaida said to encourage prisoners on Prison Island to fight. Nightmare Palace has hidden a treasure on the island, and the map's back records all the dead prisoners' names, so if he wants the treasure he must kill the other prisoners. Jaida also said they request Zia Guanghan to help them but don't have enough to pay him, so Zia robbed all of their family's heirlooms as a reward for this, and the Yang family sent a group of people to the island prison to get the heirlooms back. Chumu swears that he'll kill all of the Yang family's people. 1 month later, Chumu was looking at Happy Ning, who had just done practice, while thinking that after 1 month of training, Ning's combat ability and experience increased. Ning notices something and flies away somewhere. Chumu followed Ning in confusion. A few minutes later, they arrived at the big block of stone. Then they go inside while Chumu asked Ning if the place have anything that attracts her. Ning showed something at Chumu, then pointed it somewhere while saying something. After learning a monster language, he can communicate with his soul pets. Then he asks Ning if she said that there's high-ranking medicine and herbs that will help her, to which Ning agreed. Then they continue to walk inside it. Ning pulled Chumu's cape, and he looked back in confusion, then see the ice valley ginseng near the cave and said that its ice attribute will greatly help ice attribute soul pets grow greatly. Suddenly someone looks at them angrily inside the cave. Chumu orders Ning to use ice armor, to which Ning immediately did. Then a monster jumped toward them. Fortunately, Ning blocked it using her ice wall in time, but it broke Ning's ice wall and cut her into pieces. It also hit Chumu in the process, which made Chumu thrown away. Chumu wondered what happened. Then he saw a tiger angrily shouting, and he realizes that it was a rank 5 stripes demon tiger. Ning slowly gathers herself together. Then Chumu ordered her to come back to the soul pet space, while thinking that luckily Ning is an element type that doesn't have blood or a heart. If not, the stripes demon tiger claw would have killed her. Suddenly he was shocked because the monster attacked him. Fortunately, he avoided it in time, but he was pushed to the end of the crack. Then he realizes that his current place is so narrow, so he wonders if it being trapped here. Then the tiger walks away while he's wondering if he can only give up on the herbs there, but he realizes that there's still a way while finding something in his bag. Then he pulled out Yang Jaida's ring that can be used to store the soul pet that hasn't signed a contract. Then he wore the ring while saying that the rank 5 stripes demon tiger must have some wisdom and intelligence, so he should try using monster language and communicate with it. Then he tells the tiger that if it agrees to enter his space ring, he'll bring him out of that place, but it just looks at Chumu and roar at him angrily. Chumu tell it that there will be many more people appearing on that island, so if he's trapped in that place, he will get killed by those people. But it just walks away while Chumu shout that since he doesn't believe him, then he shall leave, but it just lay down again, ignoring Chumu's word. Then it starts peeking. On the other hand, Chumu and Mozai were trying to drag the pig. Then Chumu throw it in front of Stripes demon tiger, who was in shock. Chumu start to walk away while telling it that the pig is food for him and he hopes his companion can find him and get him out of there. While he was walking away, something shine inside his chest. Then he pulled out the scroll while saying it brightens, which means some prisoners having scrolls are nearby. Then he opens it, but the light is extinguished. Then he turns it and it brightens again. Chumu look at his side, realizing that the other prisoners are in that direction. Then he put the scroll in the hole he made while saying he should bury it first, so the other prisoners won't be able to find him. Then he buries it and steps on it hard to make sure. Then he made a mark on the tree near where he buried the scroll. A few moments later, a man named Ang Jinglai and Yang Jinglian arrived. Jinglian said the scroll brightens a few seconds ago, so there must be another prisoner nearby. But Jinglai tells him not to care about that person first because they should capture the striped demon tiger, to which he agreed and said with it they can roam freely around the prison island. Chumu peeked behind the tree and said those people are from the Yang family. Then outside the crack, Jinglian tells Jinglai that he'll try to tease the striped demon tiger first, to which Jinglai tells him not to go too near and maintain his distance. Jinglian said he know it and he don't have to tell him that. Then he goes inside the crack and saw the striped demon tiger back. Jinglian summoned his wind demon and attacked the monster using a tornado. The tiger got angry and tries to slash him, but it can't reach him and he teases it. On the other hand, Chumu was above him watching. Then Chumu smiled and blocked Jinglian way out using the ice wall while Jinglian still teasing the striped demon tiger. Then Jinglian stops teasing and wonders why it's suddenly cold there. Then he looks back and is shocked to see ice swords attacking him. He jumps backward to avoid it and angrily asks who attack him. Then Chumu tell him to look behind him because the striped demon tiger can hit him. When he looked back, he saw the tiger claws launching toward him. Then he shouted in horror, to which Jinglai, who was reading a book, heard. Then realizes that it's Jinglian. Then he runs toward the crack worried. On the other hand, Chumu tell the striped demon tiger who's currently eating Jinglian that sooner or later he'll be surrounded by more people if he stays there, to which it looks at Chumu and ignore him with attitude. When Jinglian arrives, he was shocked to see his brother's head gone. Then he cried angrily asking if the striped demon tiger actually killed his brother. Suddenly an ice sword attacked him, then many more ice swords landed on him, which made him run outside the crack. Then he was surprised to see Chumu because he knows that Chumu's already dead. But Chumu just teasingly asked him if he didn't expect to meet the dead person. Jinglai angrily summoned his pet, but before he can do it, Chumu ordered Ning to attack Jinglai using ice swords. Jianglai cancelled his summon and made a defensive skin to block the ice swords. Chumu ordered Ning to continue to suppress Jinglai, and not to give him any chance to summon his soul pet, to which Ning followed. Suddenly, Ning was shocked to see someone with his pet running toward her. Then the man stopped in front of Jinglai. The man named Chengxi, a servant of Yang family. Chumu realized that Chi's soul pet is a 5th phase 7th stage rare blood beast. Jinglai angrily asks Xi where he is up to. Then he orders Xi to kill Chumu quickly and avenge his brother, to which she agreed. Then the blood beast turns around and runs toward Chumu to attack, but Chumu just smile and order the striped demon tiger to come out. Then it comes out and roar powerfully, which made the blood beast and Xi thrown away. Then Chumu teasingly asks Jinglai if he truly thinks that only he has a helper. Soul Pet Master rank is distributed into Soul Apprentice, Soul Warrior, Soul Master, Soul Lord, and many more. A Soul Master's cultivation uses mind power as a standard, 9 mind power as 1 soul, and increasing 1 level means increasing 1 soul. Every time one increases 3 mind power can sign a new soul contract with a soul pet. Then after the soul increases, one can summon 1 more soul pet at the same time. Then the Soul Master can sign a soul contract with any race, but a weak Soul Master won't sign soul pets weaker than them, and sign high-level soul pets. Once they are unable to suppress the monster, they will get betrayed or devoured. Chumu just have 4 mind powers Soul Apprentice, then he signed a soul contract with a high-level soul pet, but the soul pet betrayed him and left. Then the soul pet that leave is counted as a summon state. That's the reason why when Chumu is a soul warrior, he can only summon 1 soul pet. Chu's matter became Gunro City's joke, but now he's fighting for himself. Jinglai angrily asked Chumu if the striped demon tiger is willing to sign a soul contract with him, but she explained that the striped tiger came from the soul pet ring, so it's not Chumu's soul pet, to which Jinglai exhaled in relief. Then she summoned his 2 soul pets at the same time while telling Jinglai that the striped demon tiger is willing to enter the soul pet ring, which means Chumu and it decided to work together, so they must be careful. Then she soul pets blood beast ranks 4 stage 7, and terror wolf ranked 4 stage 3 comes out. Chumu tell the striped demon tiger that he'll leave those 2 to him. Then he orders Ning to make an ice wall, to which Ning followed, and put ice in the ground to separate Xi and Jinglai. When the ice wall is fully completed, on the other side was striped demon tiger with blood beast and terror wolf, and on another side was Ning and blood beast. The blood beast run toward Ning and attack him using its claws. Fortunately, Ning blocked it using his hand, then she fly backward, look at her wounds, and healed them. Jinglai said Ning has high defense, then he summoned his pet while telling Chumu that he can only summon 1 soul pet, so they should see how much longer he can last. The soul pet named Blade Wing Demon rank 4 stage 3 comes out, then the Wing Demon and Blood Beast run toward Ning. Then the blood beast uses bloodthirst spit, and the winged demon used its sharp feather, but Ning calmly closed her eyes and made an ice wall to block the attacks. Chu-Mu ordered Ning to use rapid freeze, to which Ning followed and freeze the blood beast. Then she made many ice swords and swing her hand to attack the blade wind demon using it, and she also hit the blood beast too. But Jinglai just smiled and summoned his other pet while telling Chu-Mu that he forced him. A soul pet named Devour Star Wolf rank 3. Stage 3 comes out, then it immediately attacks Ning using its Devour Star, which made Ning worried. Then it landed on the ground holding one of Ning's hand and eat it. Ning falls down on the ground and Jinglai laughed while telling Chu-Mu to look at his soul pet struggling. Chu-Mu summoned Mozai, while Jaida teasingly tells him to show him what other trash soul pets he has. Then Mozai comes out, which made Jaida laugh hysterically while saying as expected of the number 1 trash in their city. Then he orders his Devour Star Wolf to devour Mozai, to which his pet followed and jumps toward Mozai. But before it can get to where Mozai was, Mozai changes to his evil flame 6-tailed demon appearance. Mozai jumps toward the devoured Star Wolf and bites it, then it's covered in fire. Jaida can't believe what he's seeing because Devour Star Wolf is nurtured by his family using a lot of money, so he wonders how can it be instantly killed. Then he orders his blade wing demon to ignore the fox and kill Chu-Mu. The wing demon uses its blade feather to attack Chu-Mu, but he just smiles and uses charm ice armor and blocks its attack. Jinglai angrily orders the blade wing demon to continue attacking and tell Chu-Mu that they should see how long his ice armor will last. Chu-Mu ordered Mozai to use his evil gaze at Winged Demon, to which Mozai followed, and made the Winged Demon fear him. Then Chu-Mu teasingly tells Jinglai that his soul pet is trash because it was destroyed by just evil gaze. Jinglai tried to summon another blood beast while Mozai runs toward him. He successfully summoned it, but it got attacked in instant, and got cut into many pieces which put him in horror. Then he angrily shouts at she to quickly come and help him destroy the ice wall, but the striped demon tiger breaks the ice wall instead and drops she's hand on the ground. Jaida saw it, kneeled on the ground, and cried in failure. Chu-Mu said everyone from the Yang family shall not escape and he killed Jinglai. Then the striped demon tiger walked toward him and looked at him closely, which made him wonder and fear if it also thinks of eating him. But it just dropped another she's hand in front of him, and walk away leaving Chu-Mu thinks it's so strong that it killed Shang-Chi who was strong unscathed. Then he imagined that if you have a soul pet as strong as a striped demon tiger it will be so good. Suddenly Mozai bites his head because of jealousy, but Chu-Mu patted its head while telling it not to worry because he'll become much stronger than the striped demon tiger. Then he looks to the side remembering that the striped demon tiger brought him Shi's hand. Then he notices a ring in Shi's hand, and grab it wondering what's inside of it. The ring is relatively smaller compared to the soul pet ring and it is used to store items. Chu-Mu closes his eyes, then the ring shines and he opens his eyes shocked. Then he said it's a soul armor and that she bastard had such treasure. Then he wore it, and closed his eyes knowing that he just need to insert his soul energy into the soul armor, and once the soul armor is infused with his soul energy, he can summon it whenever he wants. After the process, he activates it, then Mozai excitedly jumps toward him because it saw his armor. Chu-Mu asks Mozai if he wants one too and tells it not to worry because Soul Pet also has their specialized soul armor, and maybe other members of the Yang family have it, which made Mozai happy. The soul armor ring shine and released a lot of medicines. Chu-Mu said those medicine can heal Ning to recover, and he take out the Cold Valley herb in his bag while saying Ning can also consume it. Suddenly the medicine jar rolled toward his feet, to which he thinks there was another enemy, but when he looked back, he saw Ning drink all the medicines. Ning looks at him and flies toward him to grab the Cold Valley herb. After consuming it too, Ning's hand slowly regenerated. A few seconds later, Ning proudly showed his arms, which made Chu-Mu shock, and realized that he didn't expect after Ning consumed medicines and Cold Valley herbs, Ning's skill directly become rank 3 peak. Then he laughs creepily while saying that now that 2 of his soul pets are at rank 3, Cao Yi and Yang family should just wait for him. 1 year later, someone tripped on a branch and landed on the ground face first. Then something jumps at his back hard and searches for something in his bag. Then it lifts up a scroll happily. Chu-Mu said its 4th scroll, and get it from the Demon Tree Combat Warrior that Plant World, Wood Type, and Demon Tree Race. Also, it has a high-level general rank. Chu-Mu opened the scroll and said after a year, the 3,000 prisoners are probably left with estimated 1,000. Meanwhile, somewhere in the part of the island prison, the scroll on the ground brightens. Cao Yi realizes that another prey appeared, then he stands up wondering who's the lucky one that come to him. Then he grabs the knife and gives it to the lady who's sitting at the side telling her that the scroll just lit, so she knows what to do, but the girl just looks at him. Cao Yi angrily called the girl named Xin Zhu, to which Zhu grabbed the scroll and knife, then said she understood. Zhu started to walk while sadly thinking that it was happening again. Then she remembered luring the man using her body, then grabbed the knife she was hiding behind her back, and killed the man. She wonders when will that type of life come to an end. It started to rain. Zhu walks inside the forest and sits in front of the tree while lifting her dress a little and pulled down her dress to show her jugs. Then she hides the knife behind her back and acts pitiful while thinking she just needs to wait for prey to take the bait. She heard someone coming toward her, to which she realized that the prey's coming. When someone arrives in front of her, he tried to sound sexy, but when she looked up he saw Chumu looking at her. Then she jumped toward Chumu happily, but shy Chumu stopped her and backed off while saying he knows she used that method to attract people and take advantage of them. Zhu panicky said it was not like that and is the only acquaintance she have seen in the past year besides Kaoyi. Chumu angrily asks her where is Kaoyi. She responded that Kaoyi is near the beach. Then Chumu start to walk away, leaving Zhu telling him to quickly run away because Kaoyi will come there to check on the corpse soon. But Chumu said he won't hide from Kaoyi, to which Zhu tells Chumu that is no match for Kaoyi, but Chumu just walk away. Meanwhile, near the beach, Kaoyi lying on the ground while eating an apple. Then he heard something and wonder why Zhu came back so quickly. Suddenly a knife flies toward him and cuts his neck a little. Then Chumu showed himself and teasingly greet Kaoyi. Kaoyi tells him that he was planning to find him after leaving Prison Island, but he actually comes to him to die. But Chumu just opened his soul while telling Kaoyi to stop wasting time because he's there to take revenge for what happened a year ago. But before he can summon his pet, Kaoyi throw the knife back at him and cut his hand a little, making him unable to summon his pet. Then Kaoyi called his nightmare demon while asking him if he thinks only he knows how to sneak up on people. Then the nightmare demon spits a fireball to attack Chumu. Fortunately, Chumu run outside in time to avoid it. Kaoyi with his nightmare demon walks outside to chase him while Kaoyi says he hasn't seen him for a year, but he's still the same, running away from a fight. Chumu with angry Mozai responds that he has a friend who also has a grudge to settle with him. Kaoyi was surprised to see Mozai change to six-tailed demon fox. Then Chumu and Mozai look at Kaoyi and his nightmare demon angrily. Mozai jumped toward the nightmare demon, to which Kaoyi said he can't let the nightmare demon withstand its direct attack. Then he summoned his pet while ordering it to stop Mozai. Then the wind demon comes out, but Mozai just cut it into pieces. Chumu happily said it was a trash soul pet. Then Mozai run toward the nightmare demon to attack, but it summoned something, to which changed Chumu's expression. The wolf comes out of it and attacks Mozai, but Mozai balanced himself on the ground and jumps to cut off the wolf's head. Kaoyi was stunned looking at his wolf without a head and angrily tells Chumu that he's dead. Then he orders his nightmare demon to burn Chumu to death, to which it followed and throws a burning fire, but Chumu blocked it in time using his charm technique Ice Wall. Then he orders Mozai to come back. He angrily realizes that their assault failed, and if Mozai got hit by the evil flame, it's hard to heal. Then he summoned Ning. Then Ning comes out, to which Kaoyi angrily said Ice-type soul pet counters nightmare flame-type magic, so he has to quickly kill it. Then his nightmare demon gather a lot of evil flames and throws it toward Chumu, but Ning just calmly raises her hand and made a thick ice wall to block its attack. Then she pointed the ice swords toward the nightmare demon, who's in fear. Chumu ordered Ning to use her ice dance, to which Ning followed and danced, making a snowstorm. Ning slowly covered the nightmare demon with snow and trapped it inside the hard ice. Kaoyi was shocked and ran away toward the cave, but he tripped and landed on the ground. He tried to stand up, but Ning trapped him inside the ice. Then Chumu, who's holding a big block of ice, tells him that today is the day he died. Meanwhile, Zhu walked toward the beach and saw blood on the ground. She wondered if Kaoyi's dead. She's so happy that she cried and wipes her tears off, but then she realizes that Kaoyi is dead, so there's no one to protect her, and she wonders how does she continue living. On the other hand, Chumu found something inside the cave and said Kaoyi sure hides a lot of treasures. Then he excitedly lifts up the lightning and fire double attribute soul crystal. Suddenly he heard someone coming toward him, then Zhu walk inside the cave. Zhu hugs Chumu while asking if he can bring her along with him and begged him not to leave him alone on the island. But Chumu tells Zhu to let him go. Zhu threw him on the ground and said she was willing to do anything for him. Then she removed her belt. Then sit on the top of Chumu and said she just wants to live, and she promises to do anything he requests. Then she kissed Chumu's body, which made Chumu angry, and lift her up. Then Chumu switched their position and made the situation silent. Zhu closed her eyes, but she opens her eyes again when she realizes Chumu didn't do it. Then she asks him why. Chumu responded that her life and death aren't related to him and that she should consider herself lucky because he spared her life. But Zhu cryingly holds Chumu's cape while begging him not to abandon her because she's Ting Yu's friend. But Chumu tells her not to think that he didn't know she passed the Nightmare Island test by sacrificing her body, but Ting risked her life to pass the exam. And people like her who sacrifice their body just like her ain't fit to be Ting friend. Then Chumu tell her that if she follows her, she'll be dead too. Then Chumu walk away leaving Zhu crying. When he's outside he wonders how's Ting doing, but he's sure that she's alright. 2 years later, somewhere, Zia fed some birds and said he wonder if Chumu's still alive. Then he summoned his pet and the winged tiger come out. He orders it to go to Prison Island and tells it that if Chu-Mu isn't dead, bring him back directly. Then the winged tiger immediately flies away. Meanwhile, on the prison island, someone called his master Yang to tell the scroll lighten up again, and the man named Yang Het asks if could be Chu-Mu purposely luring them to advance and if could be a trap. But Yang Zhang just responded, so what if Chu-Mu purposely lured them there? Then he angrily orders Het to hurry up and kill Chu-Mu if he doesn't wish to stay at that place. Zhang said his original plan was to kill all prisoners in 1 year and obtain the family heirloom. But he never expected so many experts to be killed by Chu-Mu, so they were forced to stay there for 3 years, and fumingly said he won't let Chu-Mu escape and he must kill him. Then they continue to walk inside the forest. Het pointed somewhere and tells Zhang that Chu-Mu should be there. Then they saw a lot of silks covering the trees. Het said there are so many white silks and it must be a strong soul pet's territory. Zhang said it should be some Akodan worm type soul pet mutation, and it looks like to what his grandfather had told him. Rumors have said its Akodan type soul pet will turn into a cocoon while mutating, will spit out silk to cover the whole forest, and turn into something like a large organism's inner flesh. Also, the people call it God's organ. Het asked Zhang if they should temporarily leave from there, but Zhang responded that ancient soul pet is something even Soul Palace and Soul Union fought over. He also said that time they were so lucky to have met one, so they not leaving because if he can obtain it, dominating the whole side is easy. Then he touched the silk which made Het afraid. A few minutes later, they saw a large thing wrapped in silks a little far from them. Zhang was surprised and said it was really the god's organs. But Het tell him that he had bad intuition, so they should leave first. Zhang ignore him and said a living ancient soul pet in the cocoon is his. Then he jumps and runs away toward it, while Het fearfully following him. 4 minutes later, Het was shocked to see Chu-Mu touching it. Then Zhang said they met a survivor again, but he tells Chu-Mu that he can die now. The scroll Het holding shine and he fearfully tells Zhang something. Chu-Mu looks back and look at them, to which Zhang summoned his pet while angrily telling Chu-Mu that the cocoon is his, so he shouldn't think of obtaining it. The soul pets are named Thunder Fairy, and Three Eyes Blood Beast comes out. Then Zhang pets immediately jump and fly toward Chu-Mu to attack, but Mo Zai just calmly walks toward it and glazes at it, which made the Three Eyes Blood Beast stops. But the Thunder Fairy gathers its thunder and attack Chu-Mu because Zhang ordered it to kill Chu-Mu first. Thunder Fairy attack exploded. That made Zhang proud of himself, and Het happily said as expected of Zhang, Chu-Mu is helpless in front of his power. Zhang was shocked to see a deer coming out of the explosion and see Chu-Mu riding it. Its name is Thunder Dream of the Night Beast, a fairy-type dream beast race. Zhang wonders if his lightning's being absorbed by it, but Chu-Mu just order his beast named Xiao-Yi to use Death Ray. Xiao-Yi gathers the Death Ray in its horn and uses it toward Zhang. Unfortunately, Zhang gathers his power and activate his light shield, blocking the Death Ray attack. Het wonders what luck Chu-Mu had to obtain a soul pet with both dark and lightning attributes, but Zhang shouted at him to stop talking and summoned his soul pet because they'll attack together and kill Chu-Mu. Then Het summoned his pets, and the Three Eyes Blood Beast and Terror Wolf comes out of it. Chu-Mu notice it and run away while teasingly telling them to come to catch him if they can. Het angrily orders his pets to follow Chu-Mu because they'll kill him, to which his pets followed. Chu-Mu looked back to check if they follow him, and when he was sure they stopped, then faces their enemy. Then he orders Xiao-Yi to use a Dream Crush, then it hypnotizes Het and his soul pets. Then Het saw a lot of bugs coming toward him, then he turned around to run away and tells Zhang to run quickly. Zhang angrily called Het dumbass and said there was no group of bug at all, but Het just run past him in fear. Zhang angrily said it was Dream Beast's meant spirit attack, but it's only effective to Yang Het cowardly trash, and asked Chu-Mu if he thinks he will fall for it. But Chu-Mu just laughed at him and said his follower abandoned him. Chu-Mu teasingly tells Zhang that his Yang family is only a group of trash who just wins with numbers. Zhang angrily responded that without Het, he still can kill him. Then he summoned his pet while asking Chu-Mu if he thinks only he owns a strong soul pet. Zhang orders his pet to come out, then the poisonous millipede comes out destroying the ground.